Hey guys, I just want to do a general vlog today. As for the theme for this month, I'm not really for sure yet, but the theme of this particular video will be the half marathon that I ran yesterday. I knew that I'd kind of updated you guys a little bit along the way, but I got sidetracked on a lot of stuff, and my training was not what I had hoped since my treadmill went out and the weather was pretty brutal here on and off during the winter. I went ahead and did the half marathon yesterday. And unfortunately, all the warm weather we've had recently abruptly ended Saturday evening. Sunday, what we got was a 30-minute delay because of lightning in the metro area to where the marathon was being held. Then, and it had already been raining before then, but starting at 7 a.m. instead of 6:30 a.m., actually the temperature continued to drop over the next several hours. So what I got was roughly, I finished the half marathon in I think 3 hours and 10 minutes. That's about 30 minutes longer than it was last year. But yes, 3 hours and 10 minutes in freezing cold rain. It literally rained out of that 3 hours and 10 minutes, probably 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it rained pretty hard. I had, I think, 3 layers of clothes. I ended up having to throw one shirt away, and then I had 2 other shirts that were like weatherproof, water resistant type things, and it didn't matter. It was still just soaked. I was just completely saturated. So it was a really interesting experience, a fun thing. Myself and about 25,000 other participants were in the half marathon, and then they had like a little 5K thing also and a few other things. But yeah, I think that's what they said, something like 25,000 people participated in that. And then you put that with, I think they have about 5,000 volunteers that help with the event itself, and 20, 30,000 cheering people in the downtown area, and then another 20,000, 30,000 people along the route in their neighborhoods and everything. So it was a pretty good turnout, a fun event. I was kind of glad it did as well as it did considering the weather. But I am worthless today. I am so sore and beat down, and my knees are still killing me. I don't know what it was about that cold weather mixed with that, but it really just zapped my energy. I've had trouble all day. So needless to say, I am sitting here, and it's still cold outside, by the way, being May 2nd. So I'm still sitting here drinking my coffee and just watching TV and just trying to relax. Luckily, I got a day off work and trying to let my knees heal up a little bit. I just now realized I had my UPS mug today. I wasn't really paying attention when I got my coffee. I was just kind of in a hurry to do it. What can brown do for you? Which kind of seems creepy now that I think of that tagline for UPS. That's about it. I just kind of want to update you guys and tell you how I did and what the event was like. It was very fun. If I get some pictures later, I'll try to post them. They do event pictures is what it's called, where it'd be similar to any kind of event thing where they try to sell you the pictures by professional photographers. They had a setup like that this year. There wasn't as many as most years, I think, because of the rain, but they had people parked along the sides of the routes in different areas. The camera was covered where they could stay out of the rain, and saw lots of people taking pictures. But honestly, I would say probably the pictures would be way down because of the layering. I had to wear one layer over my running number, and a lot of people would have ran like that. In fact, some people ran all the way to the finish line with never taking off like a poncho over their race numbers. And in those event pictures, when they take a picture of your race number, that's how they find you later, to let you know that that's your picture. Because there's like, I think they say like 250,000 pictures that are taken over the course of like 6 hours between like 20, 30 professional photographers all trying to take multiple pictures of all these 25,000 runners. It's a big, long, drawn-out thing, and this company spends a lot of effort trying to get people to buy pictures, and I really think they're going to have a major drought of orders this year because nobody will ever be able to find their picture because they can't read their own numbers. This year I did ditch my shirt about the 6 mile marker, something like that. So I'm hoping there's some pictures of me between mile 6 and mile 13. So yeah, hopefully if I get some of those pictures, I'll kind of pass them on. I actually had hoped on shooting a little bit of video, which I didn't want to take a chance with any of my cameras yesterday. That would have been probably the last thing that those cameras ever witnessed. Did see several people that had their phones and they were attempting all different kinds of weird things. I saw a few people running in the race that had their phone in a Ziploc bag and they were texting. Not taking pictures though, but I guess the camera probably couldn't see through the bag very well. I guess if you had one of those little waterproof cameras, like the ones that they tell you can have those special cases you can put your camera in so that you can go snorkeling or, whatever, and you could use a digital camera. I guess if you had one of those, you could probably pull it off, but I don't. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Alrighty, so I don't really have a whole lot to say, but I would like to ask you guys if you have any suggestions of what a theme might like to be for this month. I was kind of toying with the notion that I could possibly do a theme like the 1980s. I don't know why that occurred to me, but it just seemed interesting. And it's something that can be taken a whole different direction for each of the YouTube refugees if they want to participate. If somebody wants to talk about their favorite television show from the 1980s, or somebody wants to talk about fashion or memories of the 1980s, if you were, really fond of the 1980s, I guess, or, whatever. I will probably try to come up with something between now and next week so we can figure out a contest. But if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and put them below. If you like the theme of the 1980s and you'd like to see information about that, definitely let us know. Put a comment down below. Speaking of the 1980s, I don't know why I just thought of this, but I was messing with my computer today and I was like going through and trying to clean up some old files and emails and stuff, just clear up space, and I came across a video that my girlfriend had sent me of her cat. So in parting words, as I humbly let you go for the week, I'm going to go rest up a little bit and get off my knees a little while, but I want to leave you this footage of my girlfriend's cat wearing a Halloween t-shirt that for whatever reason makes this cat moonwalk. Now just absorb that for a second and enjoy. Have a good week, everybody. Take care. Bye.